second set, third set. All right? But if you'll continue to listen to us, continue to try to correct the things we're telling you to correct, eventually you'll start to get it, the light bulb will come on, and you'll just feel everything start to spread out, heels drive down, option chest up, all the things we're going to talk about right now. All right, but first we're going to cover our basic bench press technique from the ground up. You want to do it for me? Lionel's going to lie on the bench. So when we start, we lie on the bench with a flat back. This is how most people would normally bench press. This is people who think you just lower the bar and push it back up. There's a lot more to it than that. You'll get your grip. After you get your grip, you'll pull your feet back as far as you can, keeping the balls of your feet in the ground. Can you see it? All right. From there, he's going to push himself back, leaving his feet where they're at, and sit up comfortable behind the bar. All right? Checks his grip. He visualizes the lift he's about to do. After that, he pulls his butt off the bench, gets a huge bow in his back, sits his butt down, sits his shoulders down. Now we have about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 inches less that the bar has to travel because we've got this big bow in the back. All right? Not only that, but we've started to build a good foundation. We've got the balls of the feet in. That's starting our base. We've got a spring effect. He's feeling a major stretch from his quad all the way up to the top of his shoulder. His shoulders are pulled back. His partner, his training partner, will lift the bar barely over the J-hooks, over to the top of his sternum. He will drop the bar directly, lower the bar directly to his sternum and directly back up. The bar travels in a straight line. Any deviation from that, forward, backwards, side to side, makes the distance the bar travels further. You're hurting yourself there. You're taking away from your 1 rep max. Your partner will then grab it and rack it. Okay? What I want you to see now is to go along with that foundation that we just built with the bow in his back. Understand how we pull our shoulders and our traps back in order to create that good foundation for your back. All right, that's creating a good base when you come down here deep that you're exploding off of. And notice at the end of the lift, the shoulders stay back. You never release them out. Then we lose our base. And you've also added 6, 7, 8 inches that the bar has to travel. Okay, Lionel, if you'll get the bar back. Okay, he's going to pull the traps back for us here. He's going to do it the correct way. We're lowering it, and there's the distance. Okay, undo your traps. Look at the distance the bar has to travel. He's also lost his base. He's become weak in his rear delts. He can't use his lats anymore. He can't use his traps anymore. Pull them back, all right? And that's just the minimum. Pull them back. You always want to have them pulled back when you load up. Okay, another thing, reload for me. This is a tough position to hold in. You're going to cramp in it until you build the strength to hold this position. Deal with it. Get tough and get over it. Another thing we don't want to do as a training partner, when we break the bar, you just slide it over the J-hooks. You see that? That's a J. That's your J-hooks. You just slide it over the J-hooks. You don't yank his shoulders out and then set him back down in it. Okay? We just slide it right over it. He keeps his shoulders back. We let go. He does the lift. We get it, and we wrap it. Understand? Okay. Reset, or I'll reset. Jeremy, come reset for it. You know, about 60% of your 1 rep max, we're going to need to do everything possible to make this lift as easy as possible, to make our base as strong as possible. What Lionel's going to do when he brings the bar down to him is he's going to bring his chest up to the bar. You see him start to spread out, right? He's bringing his chest to the bar. In the bottom, as he starts to drive, he's going to drive his heels down into the ground, and that's going to bring his chest even further out. Okay? It's also going to kick the chest up, flex the lats, we call that flaring. You're going to flare in the bottom and then press out, finish it with the shoulders back and flare. You'll see that extra kick he gets right there, rack it. If your max is 290, you're going for a 295 max. That little flare right there could be the clutch you need to get that bar 4 inches off your chest. Okay? Another coaching cue here we have here is a lot of you guys are going to get stuck 3, 4 inches off your chest. That's where we get stuck when we do the lift. When you miss your 1 rep max, you're right there. You're stuck. All right? What we found out is that that's not necessarily a pectoral weakness or a front delt weakness. It could be a lot of different things. It could be all that. But the main thing we found is that if you start training, that as you come off your chest, you want to push that bar away from you as hard and as fast as possible. That's why we do our DE training, our dynamic effort training, pop, pop, pop. That's what we're training there. It's to get through that breaking point, okay? Get through that breaking point, explode as much as you can. Not only are you pushing the bar away from your body, but you want to act like you're pushing your body away from the bar. You understand that? So it's control it all the way down, keep that base as solid as possible, bring the chest to the bar, keep the shoulders back, and boom, drop out. Lock it out and wrap. Is how to keep the shoulders pulled back and the traps together, all right, to keep that foundation. So when we go to apply all that force, that it transfers straight up through. On top of that, we have a lot